According to Wikipedia, Cheap Trick is an American rock band from Rockford, Illinois, formed in 1973 by guitarist Rick Nielsen, bassist Tom Petersson, lead vocalist Robin Zander, and drummer Bun E. The current lineup of the band consists of frontman Robin Zander, Nielsen and Petersson. Cheap Trick released their self-titled debut in 1977. Later that year found success in Japan with the release of their second album, In Color. The band would achieve mainstream popularity in the United States in 1979 with their breakthrough album, Cheap Trick at Budokan. Cheap Trick reached the top 10 in the U.S. charts in 1979 with the Budokan live version of I Want You to Want Me, and topped the charts in 1988 with The Flame. In 1967, Rick Nielsen formed Fuse with Tom Petersson, who had played in another Rockford, Illinois band called the Bow Weevils. With Bunny Carlos joining on the drums, Fuse moved to Philadelphia in 1971, and from 72 to 73 they called themselves Sixth Man of Europe. After a European tour in 73, Nielsen and Petersson returned to Rockford and reunited with Carlos. According to Rolling Stone, the band adopted the name Cheap Trick on August 15, 1973. The name was inspired by the band's attendance at a Slade concert, where Petersson commented that the band used every cheap trick in the book as part of their act. When Cheap Trick toured in Japan for the first time in 78, they were received with a frenzy reminiscent of Beatlemania. During the tour, Cheap Trick recorded 2 concerts at the Nippon Budokan. 10 tracks taken from both shows were compiled and released as a live album entitled Cheap Trick at Budokan, which was intended to be exclusive to Japan. The band's third studio album, Heaven Tonight, was released in 78. The lead-off track, Surrender, was Cheap Trick's first single to chart in the United States, peaking at number 62. It had gone on to become one of the band's signature songs. Demand for Cheap Trick at Budokan became so great that Epic Records finally released the album in the U.S. in February of 79. Cheap Trick at Budokan launched the band into international stardom, and the album went triple platinum in the United States. The first single from the album was the live version of I Want You to Want Me, which had originally been released on In Color. In second single, Ain't That a Shame, peaked at number 35. Need Your Love had already been recorded for the forthcoming Dream Police album that had already been finished, but after the unprecedented success of Cheap Trick at Budokan, Epic postponed the album's release. In 2016, Cheap Trick was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The induction ceremony was held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn on April 8th, and the band was introduced by Kid Rock. The band performed I Want You to Want Me, Dream Police, Surrender, and Ain't That a Shame. Cheap Trick have been cited as an influence on several artists in the alternative rock and power pop genre, including Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and the Smashing Pumpkins.